Do we have it now? Please let me know in the chat, guys. Do we have sound? Hello, hello. Oh, perfect. Thank you so much. Well, technical issues. I'm trying. Hi, Chris. I can see you in the chat. Hi, Nadezhda. Hi, Ricardo. Guys, let me know where you're from. Welcome to our today's meeting, our live chat. And as you see from my email, that's going to be our last live chat like this on Thursday, because starting from next week, I'm moving closer to do the same meetings every week on Zoom with students from my Successful Relocation School. And please, if you already joined my Successful Relocation School, let me know in the chat if we have today Kevin, Jessica, Mark, James, second Kevin, Susan. Guys, are you here? Please let me know who we have. And okay, so the subject of our today's meeting, your successful relocation to the country of your dreams, and how to make sure that this move is truly successful, truly happy, and everything and anything you need to know for your successful relocation, we will discuss today. The time frame of our meeting, again, 1 hour. I promise I'm not going to keep you for too long. Still, if you have any questions, if you have anything to ask me, please drop it now in the chat. I will be checking it from time to time. So I will get back to all your questions. But for now, I prepared our last presentation. We're going to go through, oh my God, guys, I will be missing these meetings with presentation, with all this preparation, with sharing all this fantastic information with you. But okay, let me start what I prepared for you today. Ta-da, that's it. Can you quickly drop me the chat if you can see me? If you can see me presenting you now. Ta-da! I'm becoming so technical. Developing my skills with you. Thank you so much, guys. You see, you're learning from me. I'm learning from you. This is the beauty of this world, the constant learning and constant improvement. What can be better? And I hope all of you already downloaded my free guide. This is your world with no limits, your successful relocation guide with some useful information. It's absolutely free. You can download it using the link in the description to this video. So just go through it, make sure that you have all the steps you need to follow to make your relocation successful, happy, all the best. So free for you, gift. Please download it. My students, they already know that we also have a workbook in our course, which is also your better life journal, where you journaling about your successful relocation journey, starting from your mindset, what task you're accomplishing every day, every week, so you can clearly see your progress and you can track it. It helps a lot. I've been through this numerous time. Also, we have WhatsApp group active on our course. If you joined my relocation school, please come to our WhatsApp group. We are discussing some changes, immigration law, policies, and everything in that group. You can also ask your questions like in day-to-day basis. Starting from next week, with all my students, we'll be having finally Zoom calls, because I love YouTube, don't get me wrong, it's my favorite platform, but unfortunately I cannot chat with you. I really want to put you on the call so we can discuss your current situation in particular. We can have a proper conversation about your resume, about your job search, about your struggles, about your fears, so everything you have in mind. I don't want you to keep inside. I want to share it with me, as I'm discussing now with my students already in our private calls. Lots of questions, lots of fears you have in your head, I have an answer or I will have opinion. I've been moving to 7 different countries and I don't think there is anything what would surprise me totally about any relocation. It can be permanent relocation to Norway, it can be temporary relocation to a country like Italy with getting your European citizenship. I've been through all of this, and my mission here, my goal here is to help you to move to the country of your dreams, to discover that new life and make this process as easy, as comfortable, as pleasant as possible for you. I literally helping myself 15 years ago when I cried a lot, when I learned a lot from my own mistakes, sometimes very expensive time, money, mistakes. I want you to avoid them. I want your life to be better. I want you to become the best version of yourself. I want to discover that gift, that potential. Like, I want to motivate and inspire you as much as I can. If you don't feel happy where you now, you can just move to any location you want. You can move to any country you want to move to. It's your choice. It's your right. Aren't you able and capable to do this? No matter when. I know exactly that you are capable. And if I could do it, I guarantee you can do it even better. Okay, let's start with our presentation today. Yes, every single relocation, and can be in another city, and especially in another country, and especially when you're moving the continent, it's transformation. It's your pure life transformation. Okay, let me do this. Guys, remember one thing. When you move from one place to another, you are not changing the location. You are transforming yourself. You are transforming your life in any case, in all way you can even imagine. You are discovering a different and much better version of yourself. And that's why if you have this idea, if you have this desire to try your life, maybe temporary, maybe permanently in another country, if you have your dream country in your head already, go for it. Go for it. If you don't do it now, I guarantee when you in your 80s, in your 90s, you will regret it. But for some of us, it will be too late. So that's why if you don't feel happy with your current country, with your current city, with your current job, change it. You can always go back to where you're coming from. So why not to try? Why not to try and transform your life and transform yourself for the best? You are capable. Okay, back to our presentation. Please ask me any question if you have. I will be happy to share them with you. But so far, let me find how to share presentation. Okay, today, as I told you guys, once again, yes, you can see my presentation. I prepared it especially for you. If you need a copy, by the way, send me an email and I will share with you all materials we are discussing here. Presentation, my free relocation guide, just my email in the description. Please contact me directly if you have any questions, any fears, any doubts about your relocation. I will be happy to help every one of you to make this move and make it successful. This is the most important thing. So today, it's our last live chat like this, as I told you. Okay, because next week I'm moving to our Zoom meetings and I'm afraid that it's gonna take a lot of my time, and that's why I will try to make time for these free chats, which I love so much, as I really love, having you all and talking about all these things. And thank you so much for, if you have any questions, they should be there. But next week, my students already know we will be having Zoom meetings. And another thing, this week we finished our module 1, which was about your mindset and the right way to think about your relocation, to approach your relocation, to see your potential. As I said, lesson number 1 from this module was that you need to turn your mindset and start thinking about yourself not as an immigrant, but as an expat. You are not an immigrant. You are not an immigrant. You are an expat. So please treat yourself this way. And during our module 1, we were changing our mindset, preparing for all these changes and challenges you will face when you decide to change your location, maybe change your job, maybe improve your life. You will be facing them. And now my students are already aware of it. And next week, we're starting our next module. And this module will be about getting a job in the country of your writing your resume, networking, LinkedIn profile. So very, very strategic things. And I really need to spend this time with my students to make sure that their resume stands out and it's up to the point and they will get their job as fast as they can. Because I know, guys, some of you would like to move to another country already this year. By the end of this year, I have several students, they want to have Christmas in Norway, which is amazing. We're already discussing all these Christmas markets in Europe and what to do. And I'm planning my visit to Norway in December to meet my students over there. I hope guys who are targeting to be there, they will be there. Some from Canada, some from the US, some from England. So guys, like, I can't wait to have a real meetup with my students in Norway and just track their progress. That's amazing. That's so cool. And I told you, for 50 first students joining my relocation school, I'm giving this complimentary session with myself just to ask all the questions about your current process and how everything is going. What's your situation? What's your target? What are your expectations from moving to another country? Why do you think it will make you happier? It will make you much better version of yourself. All these vital things. I love meeting with you every single day. I'm having my students, I'm having meetings with them, and it's amazing, guys. I'm learning so much from you. Thank you so much. And today, so let's get ready for your life transformation. Today, we will be discussing vitals, absolute vitals after your mindset. Your mindset, I told you, it's like 90% of your success is your mindset. 10% is all these tools like getting job, getting visa, budgeting your move, and all these strategic things you can clearly do with the right mindset. You will go through it just like with no issue. And my students, they already know it. I love you guys for your feedback that you're already having your interviews and you're already interviewing for the companies, and like that's amazing. This is the best. I will share those feedbacks with you soon because it's inspiring. It's inspiring, guys, how much you can achieve just in 2 weeks with the right mindset. Okay. As I said, relocation is transformation. It will change your life. It will change yourself for the best. But now, well, that's my transformation. You can see how much I changed personally from 2009 when I just moved from Russia to England, and the way I am now when I moved to France, when I stay in the country where I want to stay. So I don't really have any geographical boundaries because I can run all my activities online, which is amazing. It took me 15 years to reach this point, but still I want to pass all my knowledge to you, and I want you to have the same mindset of I don't want you to be squeezed with any geographical borders, of any financial limitations. I really want you to be free and choose the right place for you to live, to work, to grow your family, to get settled. It's all for you guys. So, first thing first, and most popular question, which we are going to discuss in all possible details during our module 2, it will be all about getting a job in any country you want. So, guys, you need only 3 things. Only three things, okay, after your mindset, of course, to get any job you want in any country in the world you want. First is your resume. Your resume needs to be up to standards. There is one option of like international type of resume, which works perfectly in all Europe, also in the US. I'm using this resume. I was using it when I was looking for my job in London. I was using the same resume to get my job in Norway. So it works. It's the template also I will be sharing with my students next week on Zoom meeting, because I will be using my own resume as an example, what employers in different countries, what they expect, what not to put there. But for you, first of all, your resume you send into any country, in your country, internationally, it doesn't matter. 2 pages maximum. This is the key requirement. If you can make it 1 page, it's even better. 2 pages, this is your max. I know that many people, when they have a lot of work experience or academic background with all these articles published and everything, they said, oh my God, how can I squeeze all my experience in only 2 pages? Please do, okay? Americans are the best in it. They can manage even in 1 page. Guys, your resume is not to show how cool you are. It's not about you. It's to prove to your potential employer, to your future employer, that you are a perfect match for the company, and make this impression that if this person, if they hire this particular person, this person might achieve the goals and tasks they currently have in their company. The only goal of your resume is to make them contact you. This is it. It's not to discuss your salary. It's not to present yourself in the best possible way. No, it's to put them on the phone or to write you an email. The only goal of every single resume is make them contact you. That's it. That's why it's so important to have your clear name written on top section of your resume. Please drop anything like your middle name or having like too many names. My advice to have your 1 first name, 1 last name. No matter how many of those you have, keep it simple. Your first name and your last name. Do not put your date of birth. I know in some countries it works, but in Norway, in England, in the US, it's going to be discrimination. So lots of companies, they see it like they can, like they can see your age, and no one wants to be discriminated by the age or work experience and everything. Do not put your date of birth in your resume. Also, do not put any picture on your resume. It's another way to be discriminated, because lots of companies, they believe that, some people, they're getting judged or, based by the way they look. Do not put your picture on your resume, but just be sure after they receive your resume, they're like, if your resume up to standards, we are discussing in my relocation school, if you wrote your resume, by example, I'm giving to my students, they will contact you, and before that, they will check your LinkedIn profile. Your LinkedIn profile, guys, this is your business card online. So treat it as your visibility you have over there, and having your LinkedIn profile professionally done. Another thing we're discussing with my students next week, that if you make your LinkedIn page professionally done, up to standards, you will be contacted by recruiters themselves, offering you jobs they're currently hiring for. This is the power of a strong LinkedIn page. I'm saying this because, I built my LinkedIn page up to these standards, and I'm getting about 4-5 messages from recruiters every week offering me a job of sales director, head of international sales. So basically in line with what I have. If you're interested, please feel free to check my LinkedIn profile. You can make yours, look alike. 3 key things on your LinkedIn profile. First of all, your picture. It has to be professionally done, a picture, like close to passport picture, but like make sure that you have a friendly smile on it. It can be a picture like taken in the event or some professional occasion. Do not put any picture with anyone around you, with your friends, with your pets, with your children. No, it's a picture of you to have a clear impression. It's a picture, like again, like to your chest, so people can clearly see your face, your friendly smile. Also, no drinks in your hands, please, guys. Avoid, especially alcohol drinks. You cannot imagine how many applicants we just, even I, when I was working for the company in London, and we just rejected applications based on, seeing picture of a person having like a glass of wine or a glass of beer. Avoid this. Do not, even if it's like, cocktail or something, non-alcoholic drink, do not have anything in your hands. Same with your, no sunglasses, no hats, no holiday pictures, please, guys. This is your professional page. Then you have you need to clear state your current position. For example, if you work as a head of sales, make sure that you present yourself as head of sales. And also my trick, I'm teaching my students, my school, I'm sharing it with you today just to say thank you for joining this free live chat. Guys, if you want to move to another country, let's say Norway, your current location on LinkedIn change from the country you are actually now to Norway. Just have this impression for recruiters, for the companies, that you are already in the location. You are already in Norway. Yes. Change your location. It will work miracles for you, because first of all, you will see job opportunities in this country already, all these job options listed coming from Norway, if your location is Norway, and also local recruiters from Norway. They will find your profile, and if you're matching all the requirements of the candidate they're looking for, they will contact you. So basically, on top of you actively applying for a job, you will be passively receiving some interest from recruiters coming from the area, from the country you're planning to move. That's a winning situation. It's a secret I'm sharing just with you. How we're doing here. Well, exactly. Well, many HR department system, if your background does meet the requirements in the first job, well, it's keywords, right? That's why in the copy of resume I'm sharing with my students, there is a section. It's called core skills. And there, you just listing all the keywords related to the job description. This is a winning one. And also, yes, HR department. So you just listing in your resume like leadership. Using specific programs for your specific markets. For me, it was always sales program, like CRM, Salesforce. How many years of experience in sales? 10 years of experience in business development. So I have my resume, I have my profile, which is reflecting my resume. Guys, go on LinkedIn, check my profile. You will see everything there. So in my about part on LinkedIn, it's right under your name. It's about you part. And if you scroll mine, you will see all those core competences listed. So that's specifically just to match all those filters and keywords. And to all my students, another thing, guys, my advice, especially if you're a student of my school, when the recruiter asking you, or if you have this question on LinkedIn, if you need further sponsorship, if you need any visa support from the company who is about to hire you, guys, always put no. Always, okay? Because sometimes when you put yes, you need some sponsorship or something, it will trigger them just to reject you even without seeing your resume. So my advice here to all of you, to my students, put them that you will sort out, like you don't need any help from the company to sort out your visa. Guys, we have immigration lawyers in my school. We will help you to get this visa sorted. Don't bother your potential employer that on top of training you for like 6 months, they will also need to cover your visa. Guys, focus with them on your interview process, okay? Visa, you will sort out. As soon as you get your employment letter, as soon as you get your job offer, your visa will be done like this. Like it's a straightforward process, okay? Just don't bother them. If you see this question, if you ever require this sponsorship, visa sponsorship from the company, no, you don't need anything from them, just the job you're looking for. That's it. Okay, and networking. Also telling to all my students, guys, if you're planning to move to another city, to another country especially, you need to start networking. Do not rely on all these applicant tracking systems like read.com, indeed.com, even like LinkedIn. You better list the companies you want to work for, check their profiles on LinkedIn, check people working in those companies and approach those people directly. In my course next week, we will discussing a cover letter with just, it's 7 sentences cover letter. Just to approach anyone, any person on LinkedIn, send a specific email. It's only 7 sentences, no more, no less. People are so busy these days to read your 3 pages cover letter or approach message. 7 sentences and you will win the whole process. You will get them intrigued to the point that they will ask you to send them your resume. Guys, all the, we're already 30 minutes, so I would tell you much more today, but we are limited in time. If you're interested in getting another job in the country of your dream or a different job in the country where you are, subscribe for my course next week on Zoom. We will be discussing face-to-face with you how to write your perfect resume, how to build your winning LinkedIn profile, and how to approach people from the comfort of your couch in different countries. Like it's a magic. I will give you the template of my own resume. I will give you a template of working resume from the US. I will give you the template of that magic 7 sentences cover letter. You will get all the tools to land any job, better job in your country, your dream job in the country you want to move to. So I will give you all the tools I was gathering for 10 last years. Okay, and because now we need to move forward in our presentation, getting your visa. That's another thing I want to discuss with you guys. First of all, everything starts with your research. Guys, I was doing private consultations regarding your relocation to the country of your dreams for 2 years. I had more than 2,000 consultations, and 50% of those consultations, they were for free, because I really feel for you people. Guys, especially you moving from countries like African countries, India, Pakistan, Russia, Ukraine, like I feel so you. I know how difficult it is on top of studying new language to have all these moves, but I was surprised that people are coming to the consultation with me and they did zero research. They have no idea what are these requirements, how long it takes to get one, like all these vital things you need to know. So how I usually approach this process of getting visa? First of all, first thing first, do your research. Every single country, they have their government websites which explain the exact steps you need to take to get the visa sorted, and also all the documents you need to provide in case to get that visa. Usually tourist visa, it's a matter of weeks. We all can get it. Like, I will be shocked if you tell me that you got refused getting tourist visa. But here we're talking about more serious visas, like your working permit, working visa, long terms. Guys, you need a lawyer. My advice, back in 2012, when I applied for my master course, and I was already accepted in the university in England, and I had to fly to England at the end of August, and I was like, I'm so smart, I can speak the language, I'll apply for visa myself without I will save some money. Oh my God, it was such a disaster. So my induction day in my university was the 17th of September, 2012, remember now. And less than a month, I'm getting my rejection. I was like, what? I sent everything, all my documents, all my proof of my funds, letter from the university that I was accepted in that university and I'm going to be a student with all the dates, stamps, everything, and I got rejected. And it was such a stupid reason. They calculated my funds wrongly, and they concluded that I don't really have links with the country, and I will be moving for longer than just being a student. Crazy reason. I was crying my eyes out. So what happened at the end? I found a lawyer, and they told me that if I if I reject, if I put counter application, if I, what's the process when you're not, when you want to prove, I forgot the word. Okay. You know this word. When you got rejected with your visa, you can apply again, saying that you're not agree. You don't agree with this decision, and you see, I'm still sensitive about this situation that happened many years ago, still triggering me. That's why having a lawyer backing you up with these questions, it's essential. So I had that lawyer at that time, but because I had this fresh refusal of my visa, of course, the whole thing costed me at the end more than it would initially cost me if I just came to this lawyer right away without getting into all these things myself. That's why if you want to apply for your tourist visa, it's okay to go yourself. If you have more serious things, when you have more at stake, when you have your employment letter, when you have your first day of your new job in a new country, in place, guys, it's too much to lose. Better have a professional advice, a professional lawyer to save your time, to save you from this stress, from these emotions. That's why in our online school we do have lawyers from different countries depending where you are moving. So I would get a consultation with a lawyer. At max, I would delegate this visa application process to the person who is familiar with all these laws and regulations, and that's the best way. And dedication. Absolutely, guys. Visa process is annoying. It's so long, and it's really sometimes it can become frustrating. You need to provide so many documents. All of us guys now moving from England, myself, a British passport, from the US, from Canada, from other countries outside European Union, we have this bunch of documents to be prepared. And that's why when you have a good lawyer with you, they will tell you exactly which documents, which supporting documents to bring, to apply with, and all this good advice. Yes, it's going to be a lot of those documents. Yes, you need to be dedicated. You need to dedicate your time, your energy into this process, but you will be going through it just once. So believe me, you need to do it just once. next time it's going to be so much easier when you're already in the country of your dreams and you're applying for extension of your current permit, or for your residence card, or for your passport to become a citizen of that country. It's much easier. Nothing can compare with this process of getting your first ever long student visa, your work visa, when you're still in your country, when you're moving for the first time. It's so stressful, guys. That's why I highly encourage you, students joining my school, please jump in WhatsApp group. We'll be supporting each other through this visa acceptance process. That's a tough one, I know, but like, be prepared of it. It's just once to go through it and it's done. Okay, our next one, your budget. Guys, it's essential. It's essential to budget your relocation. I had this exact conversation with one of my students today, and his idea to move to Norway, as like, I would say 60% of my students, the target is to move to Scandinavia. Countries in Scandinavia is so easy to budget. Like just take a piece of paper. You can even take guide, put it on like second page, put it. My relocation budget, right? Write it down. After that, you put the cost of your flights. You just go to Skyscanner app and check the flights in a month from now to have like a decent price. After that, think how many pieces of your luggage you're taking with you. 1 suitcase, 2 suitcases, depends. Add that luggage, you will have the exact figure how much your flight will cost. Accommodation. My advice when you're moving to a new country, just you can take 1 week in Airbnb, or if you don't like all this taking any risk and you want some contingency, you can check 1 month in Airbnb. The best way, if you want to save a little bit of your budget, to share accommodation with someone, especially if you are moving on your own and you want to start networking and build some connections right away to the country of your dreams. Get shared accommodation. You will have your roommate. You can ask about everything, starting from your local SIM card, opening your bank account, the best real estate agency in the area, how they rented their place or bought that place. All this vital information you will get from this person. But if you still want to stay alone, okay, get an apartment, say Airbnb. In many places, when you come the place directly and when you're walking around the first day, you will see all these real estate agencies around. I'm talking about the US, Norway, all Scandinavia, London. Like you go outside your apartment, you see all these buildings with the pictures of different apartments, real estate agency. Just go there and introduce yourself. I just moved to the country. I would like to see which apartments you have. Talking about people relocating to Norway, all these websites like fin.no, what options you have there is like nothing compared to what local real estate agencies would have. They will have many options for you. They will have different budgets for you. They will have real conversations with you at least. And again, you need to check the apartment before you rent it. Ideally, like my advice, always visit it. Can you imagine renting something online in the country you've never been? You're going for the first time. You need to check lots of things. What's the location like? What's the neighborhood like? What's the apartment inside like? Because in countries like Norway, England, I guess US the same, your minimum lease will be for 6 months and sometimes 12 months. Guys, I do not recommend you renting something for 12 months online, paying the deposit and taking something you've never seen for 12 months. Do not. It's too risky. No. Stay in your temporary accommodation for like 1 month. During this month, you will check all the options in the area. You will make connections with real estate agencies. You will find the right option for you and you will move in there. Simple. After that, your food. right? So you can go to a website of any supermarket, as we discussed today with my students. In Norway, it's Kiwi supermarket and it's Rema supermarket. Just go on their website. Keep in mind which product you buy when you do your regular grocery shopping, and check the prices in the country you're moving to. Okay, if you move to any other country, just Google like major supermarkets in Spain, major supermarkets in Portugal, cheapest supermarket, I don't know, in England, right? You'll have Tesco, Asda, all these good things. Go to that website, check the prices, just make your grocery shopping list there, and it will give you an estimation how much you will be spending on your grocery shopping each month. Simple. And the fourth thing we have is transport. Check the prices for the buses, check the prices for the trains, especially if you already have the location of your future job. You can navigate which sort of transport you will be taking, if it's every day, if you're working remotely, how often you need to be presented in the office. Check the exact route you will need to take to get to the office, and just calculate if you need to take a bus, if you need to take a train, if you need to rent a car, if you need to buy a car. Thank God, all this information these days you can find online. You can have your estimation even before you're making that final move to the country of your dream. Guys, please be prepared for such move. And again, if you need any help, if you need any assistance, join my online relocation school, successful relocation school. Why is it successful? Because it will make your relocation smooth, happy, well prepared, well organized, and everything you expect to happen will happen just the right way. Don't stay alone when you want to change the place. Join us. We are here to help you, to pass our knowledge and experience. We are here to help you. What are you waiting for? So thank you so much for joining our last chat today. Let me check if I have any questions. Hello. Hello guys, I love you so much. Molto bene, grazie. Are you from Italy? Or are you moving to Italy, dear Cobra? King Cobra. So should I do? Should I? Should I leave out that I worked at McDonald's? Depends, my dear Chris. Chris, if you were marketing director of McDonald's, I think it will be so easy for you to get a job in McDonald's. If you were working in McDonald's, like regular student job, serving food there, my darling, you have such a good potential to move to another country, because you are okay to take this job. For you, it's fine. To have your part-time while you're still looking for a job, depending where you're moving from. But if you like young, if you below your 40, shall we put it this way, you're moving alone and you're moving from Europe, and while you are looking for the job, being already in the country of your dreams, you can take a job in the restaurant, McDonald's, the reception. Why not? You will be already in the country networking. This is the best case scenario. I understand, my dear friends, moving from the US, moving from Canada, that's kind of, that's not a very budget move, right? You really need to invest in such relocation. But for anyone who is moving from Europe to Norway, 2 hours flight, guys, you've got nothing to lose. If you don't like it there, just shoot back. It's fine. All right, so I don't have a friendly smile. Photoshop it, put it AI picture. All right, so hello from Norway. Hi, Eric. Don't tell me you want to move somewhere, please. Just tell me that you came here to support our community. And by the way, Eric, let me know, please, what do you do? What's your, considering that you're Eric, the Brobin, I've got a feeling that you're Norwegian. Eric, if you want to assist me in my global mission of making this relocation comfortable and successful, guys, not afraid of this word legal. I really want to make relocation to Europe or anywhere in the world legal. I know that so many people, they're breaking the laws, they're breaking the rules because they don't understand there are plenty of legal ways to move to the country. You don't need to need to follow all those dodgy ways, guys. There are so many legal ways to come to the country, to get a job, to be a valuable member of that community. I really it's bothering me how much we have with all this illegal immigration in Europe, and it's not just me. And I really feel sorry for those people after who paid a lot, to be brought to the country following all these illegal ways. And after that, they cannot even bank account. They cannot get a job, They cannot expect, it's horrible. It's awful. It's absolutely awful. I want to minimize this and bring any sort of immigration, which I prefer calling relocation. Guys, it hurts. It hurts. I want it to be legal. I want it to be pleasant. I want it to be successful. I want all of us to help the countries we are moving to. Come on, I want to become an essential and valuable part of every single community. Eric, please drop me an email what you're doing in Norway, and especially if you're immigration lawyer there, or if you know any good immigration lawyers in Norway, because I really need a few more in my team, because we do have quite a number of requests. The sound is robotic. Well, Eric, I don't know. I'm using my regular mic. So, I don't know. Chris, hi Chris. Appeal process. Thank you so much. Yeah, appeal. When you appeal, when your visa gets rejected, that's when you appeal. Okay, guys. Thank you so much, all of you, for joining me for our final, let's call it final live chat. Let me stop sharing my presentation. Yeah, I'm back to you, looking at you. Thank you so much for joining me. You have a few more minutes to ask me last question. If you have, I will be happy to get back to you and give you my opinion, my advice, whatever you want. If you feel like joining our community, if you feel just alone in your country and you would like to find new friends and find new community, you're so welcome to join. We have our WhatsApp group, we have our chats, we have our Zoom meetings every week. So lots of interesting things happening. I keep creating more and more things. My team is a little bit, stop it, stop your creativity. I love it. I just love it. I love helping you. I love helping people around the world to move to the country of their dreams. I don't want people to feel miserable, unhappy, overworked, underpaid in the countries where they are. If there is much better life somewhere else, why not try? Just explore it. Try it. It might work for you. If it doesn't, you can always go back, right? So thank you so much. Okay, I have to find the job and get through the process. Is it unrealistic to expect to find a job and get through the process in that time? I mean, depends. Do you think it's possible to move from the US within? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Guys, my students, they're getting interviews, phone interviews, okay? Within 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And Keeks, sorry, I don't know your name. Drop me an email, right? So we can discuss it further. Keeks, you are from the US. You have work culture desirable here. We need hardworking people like you, already to work crazy hours with constant smile on their faces. But I guarantee in Europe, you will be so free out of this rat race, like constantly working, hardly meeting your ends, you know what I mean, hardly seeing your family, hardly thinking about your future. Okay, Kicks, for you, for all my friends and students coming from the US, you can actually buy a house in Europe with official job. Can you imagine this? Like, really, it's still possible. It's still possible in Norway to buy your house having your official employment. You don't need to have like any additional sources of income or dodgy activities happening. I'm telling you that's shocking. Just drop me an email. I will walk you through the process. Thank you so much, guys. It was such a pleasure to see you all tonight. I hope you had some fun. I hope you gained some insights from this conversation. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Write me an email. Approach me on my Instagram. Whatever you want. Download our free relocation guide. Make sure you have it, and I will keep you posted. Thank you so much. Wishing you an amazing day, evening, night ahead. Love you so much, my darlings. Thank you so much. Thanks. Bye.